We pledge love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. At this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We there, we just a try. This year don't come up and dry. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We there, we just a try. But this year don't come up and dry. We pledge we love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. At this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. At this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We salute.
For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. I guess I carpets, no man kereka. Come on, Konica, come on, Kereka. Chamucham, Mama Monica. Kai bomb, Yaman Konica. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. And they go and they beg. Shep. The people that they gen. Then I go shem. They make me get the chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. And the future forgive them by scripture. They make me get the chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. We hope to forgive them by scripture.
We pledge love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute.
We let we salute. As in no place like home. I like it talk and talk them, I like it talk and fight them.
Yes, fumble them. Una good evening, good afternoon, good morning, now. I'm sorry, the people of Sierra Leone. I'm sorry, they start 1 hour late. And having crossed my mind earlier, say the time don't change. Northern Hemisphere countries, the time they change between winter and summer. When they come to summer, they move 2 hours ahead. When it comes to winter, they move 1 hour back. This weekend, the time may don't change. So when I put the time for this show, I forget for record and say Sierra Leone time will be 9 o'clock. That's my bad. So not everything will remember about your time. And from now on, the show go start in Sierra Leone at 9 o'clock, not 8 o'clock. Because we don't come 1 hour back in Norway and Northern Hemisphere countries. Anyway, today we can deal with a very important issue. It's very important for some of we born before independence, we see independence, we live in Sierra Leone up to the time when the war start, and up to the time when the war almost been done, because I left Sierra Leone on the 2nd of June, 1998. It was not my wish to run away from my country, but I had to run because a lot of things been there at stake. You see, between 1970s, or let's say between mid-1970 and to the time when the war started in Sierra Leone, 1991, people in Sierra Leone were saying, yeah, if we not fight this country, not the better. Then in 1991, the 23rd of March, 1991, the federal will be called for a camp. And when he came, a lot of things went wrong. You see, one of the things where I think we have to begin to take seriously, when there is war in a place, not only material loss, not the most important, loss of property, destruction of property, that's not the most important thing, because renting and you can regain them. The country can regain them. As a matter of fact, the money and assistance we don't go inside Sierra Leone after the war, it's so much that if we really been to do things how for do in Sierra Leone, the country enough for day like this. But when we get a nation, we say everybody they look for shortcuts, everybody want for gently quick, everybody don't turn umamui, okay. This is what we are. Now, in fact, it don't go worse because everybody wants shortcuts to getting rich, we're on politics of destruction, self-destruction, then we don't go add pan and substance abuse, trafficking of drugs and the other things. You see, Sierra Leone at a very risky and precarious state. It's time the Sierra Leonean wake up from the slumber of dependency. The slumber of dependency, hoping against hopelessness, wanting things to happen and not taking the onus or make effort for make it happen in a constructive and ethical way. I don't lead with country down the pathway of it. The most unfortunate thing about what they happen in Sierra Leone, the people that we expect much from, now then they demonstrate the least ethical and moral sanity. The people that we expect much from maintain law and order, are the most disorderly and lawless. When the war been there, several people make them comments about what it bring about the war. International writers made their comments. Kaplan wrote about failed state. But honestly, up to the time when I left Sierra Leone in June of 1998, Sierra Leone was at war, but not a failed state. If we talk about a failed state, what we have today is a failed state. Because a country where say then get a government, and the government is participating in the destruction of the country. A country where we expect, say, we get elected officials, and these elected officials are direct or indirect participants in the destruction of the state, in the destruction of the institutions, in the destruction of the system, plus or minus any other consideration, that country is a failed state. And Sierra Leone fits that qualification or that description. You see, how would they get them wrong as a people? We have been colonized to believe that life is a part of scarcity, life is a part of unnecessary competition. One thing I think the Sierra Leonean get for begin accept or understand is that whatever competition you have to engage in life, it should be with yourself. Compete with yourself. How do you compete with yourself? If this morning I get up to write an article or a chapter of a book, or let me say, I decide that today I'm going to do some coding to set up some websites. What thing I produce today, I forget time for see don't look at what I don't produce, do self-critique and say, okay, I need to improve here, I need to improve here, I need to change this, I need to change this. That is what competition with self is. Competing with others is nothing but an egoistic massaging trip. You don't have to compete with others. Especially so when the competition is nothing but an unhealthy promotion of hate and division. If you are to compete with others, let it be on a very healthy platform, which means what you do it to the best for making your own team up and stand out as the best. And you can only achieve that if you do self-criticism. If you compete with yourself first and produce the best product or best service, then you'll stand out there as the best. Because when you engage in self-competition, that is when you instigate the energies of innovation within you. Innovative thinking is not a magic. It is instigated by the wish for you to do the best and nothing but the best. And no human being, no day, will not get that power. But if you have a mentality that has been colonized to believe that you are powerless and that you have to wait for somebody or some power or some existence to come assist you, then you gradually they rot away intellectually. And when that rot reach a particular level, everything around you, everything within your community, they rot away. This is what we have in Sierra Leone. We have allowed complacency, dependency, belief in falsehoods, what they call religion. There is religion, there is God, but what we believe in Sierra Leone is falsehood. It's a mental colonization process where we need for change. The mental colonization then translate them into a politics of impunity. And they tell you, oh, they are the government, able to fetch them, and therefore decide what you forbid. That's wrong. Our constitution is clear. Chapter 2, section 5 say, sovereignty belongs to the people. And the authority of government is derived from that sovereignty and this document. You wonder who writes that constitution. And of course, I was party to it at some point. Not being sit down no more than stupidly say, Lord, write this. There is meaning and importance attached to that part of the constitution. But today, what you they see that the reverse of that part now with constitution. Every dumb fool we associate with a political club, saying in talk what he want talk, do I want do? Because now we get power. Power belongs to the people. Power is prescribed by the Constitution. And the authority is derived from that power. So Batilo Songa and others would they go and talk or create a new atmosphere of war. And I therefore be careful. Power belongs to the citizens. And it don't matter outside the citizen and be on earth. Because citizenship in Sierra Leone primarily is by birth. It don't matter outside the citizens then live on earth. As long as the person was born in Sierra Leone, are a citizen of that country. Now I make all over the world, if even you they naturalize, your naturalization carries your first citizenship. Because all the documents of naturalization, and they attach the place of birth. And place of birth is where you originally came from. And as long as the laws of Sierra Leone says citizenship is by birth, the person can carry American citizenship, can carry British, Chinese, or whatever, he is still Sierra Leone. He has a stake in that country. Go now, they go and talk una Jobulo Jabla, because una think say they in una best interest for start another war. And I therefore be careful. Some of us are not partisan. Some of us abide by the Constitution, which in chapter 2, section 13 states, every citizen for be of the highest standard of nationalistic and patriotic standing. It's time we begin to pass this message to you people, that a group of Sierra Leoneans, or Sierra Leoneans who understand what needs to be understood, will stand up for that. We will not sit by and see you guys take our country to another war, and a very stupid one for that matter. The first war was stupid. If anything happens of similar nature in Sierra Leone, it's going to be stupider, because this time the conditions they create are for make people then go into regional and ethnic war. When they hide behind on a stupid party they own call APC and SLPP. And they call them stupid because if them be water and salt, they be for nothing for do, for establish the ethical and moral standards, for take a country full of resources and potentials forward. Not for take campaign. Now we not get money from the international community, when I don't begin to encourage other bad illicit trade in the country. Sierra Leone belongs to 8 million people. And those of you who are in politics doing all this game, you are not even up to 500,000. And down I know one thing. Okuru dog, able kill lebets. Okuru dog, able kill lebets. Some of una are Christian. The Bible tell una say David killed Goliath. How Okuru dog been kill lebets. That's all na money they own, they get the illicit way for make the final judgment too. Now rationality. And rationality laced with networking, there'll come a time war will be a difficult place for some of you. Nobody know this stop una for make una do una politics, una do am. Nobody know this stop una for make una canvas for get support. But for go out, you go and make statements. When I see seditious statements, then the other side they come and say, if we do so, we will make you ungovernable. Ebo, some of you fumble and they do. If we not put them in distress, we will make the world a very distressful place. We not be they go school and tell you say learning is better than silver and gold. If we not understand the meaning, maybe we will reach there. They reach there. God will make the world the most knowledgeable existence, the most intelligent existence. Now I make it very quiet. Get the power through intelligence or do anything and make it quiet. But for Sierra Leone, you think money can solve everything. No, it's not everything that money solves. No. When I can bribe all the bribe all one bribe, public relations offices, etc. With the rich side, their own statements, they all will record them. We'll be tired with that, so we'll be my salon. And the town I will not say God not to constable. Nobody not stop nobody for practicing politics. But dear, una give people them respite. Una give people them peace. The people that don't suffer too much since independence, it's all rubbish. I grew up in that country. I worked there 20 years. Added to that, I know the potentials where that country gets. I know, say, with 8 million people, which is a very small population, if we put aside this greed and ego, we're able to make Sierra Leone into the most developed country in Africa. Look at Botswana in 1967. I didn't get their independence, 66, 67. They had independence with just 24 graduates, university graduates, and a few people that will be left high school. But because the people are getting mentality of sticking together and working together for the common good, today Botswana is a country that does not depend on anybody. Then they go lend money to anybody. They're self-sufficient. People don't consider the life of ourselves in our salon. We are the Athens of what? Athens of colonialism. Because for all I know, one of the biggest challenges our country gets is that our mentalities are colonized to the level that we don't even know that we don't know if we're Arab or we're British or we're Africans. With a flip-flop between them mentalities here. I make we not able to find the way forward. Una get for be careful. Una don't conduct elections, we get a lot of questions. That they deep. It's a deep-seated grudge. We una want for take, una personalize them because una not dey think straight. Na Sierra Leone. This na Samoa Kama electoral justice. This not that. It doesn't matter. Electoral injustice is electoral injustice. And elections was conducted and the results were not properly documented. A winner was announced. People they ask, well, now show me the results. Una refuse. The last war, according to the TIC report, where una make, because una make them, una want them. Another side of the problem we Sierra Leone get is that the war trauma and other things were not properly treated. They were not impartially treated. A lot was dragged under the rug because the very people who they behind the war and then come back and say they make peace. Una don't do all that day. Una no go try now that una build the thing where una don't destroy. The greatest destruction where that stupid war do to Sierra Leone. Now the social psychology of the nation it destroy. The only fabric we make people then think say we are all the same. We destroyed it. Yes, there was tribalism, there was division, but after the war, it became more intense and pronounced because the fabric of the social psychology has been destroyed. The last iota of trust we've been there in the society has been destroyed. Una no go sit down quietly and look at how we go rebuild there. Instead, una they create all the conditions to make things go worse. What is wrong with Sierra Leone? Is it a cause that we have? Maybe. Because some of our ancestors they've been involved in slave trade. Like Elipa with man, John Hawkins and others, they went there to do business. If una sell una young brother, then they go carry them. Just like today, all the with man they go na Sierra Leone for go do business, then they go look for profit. The Chinese where they can, then they look for profit. The Russians where they can, then they look for profit. If we not get sense enough for say, let we see how we can maximize benefits from these resources. Una they take the iron ore, the lithium, the diamond, the gold, una they give them free because then they put 1 or 2 or 10 million for una under the table. Then don't blame those people who went to do business. Every businessman they look for profit. If it make you stupid, they treat you stupidly, they get more profit. Which brings me to another point. Sierra Leoneans need to learn that in this world, there is no free lunch. And because there is no free lunch, there is no sympathy. That word sympathy. If it exists in a small closing. It exists within the family. It exists within the community. But it does not exist beyond their level. What in there exists beyond their level and the empathy. Empathy is I go look at something and say, okay, if I do this, the repercussions on mankind will be such that it will come back to me. So let not do it. If I do this, some people may have to suffer, but at the end of the day, the greater good is for the majority to get for benefit. So let do it. That's empathy. Now they rule the world. Go to sympathy or to Soriat. Sierra Leoneans need to learn that. When you know that, if even they go sign contract with somebody, you they sign them on the basis of your best advantage because you are looking at the empathy, not to sympathy. Well, they do good in this world for nothing. If somebody do you good, they expect returns. We need for learn, we need for wake up, Nasir. Because we do a lot of things as if to say we know the think. That okay, life we say Sierra Leoneans are one of the most intelligent with high IQ. Okay, high IQ, not the babe. We are nothing but buffons and zombies in Sierra. And every day we create issues for creating more problems for the country. You do so. You do so. Begin behave yourself. Hey, I don't care what you amass now this war. Now two things you they left now. Your legacy, when I show what you do, whether you've been poor or a gentry, your legacy will outlive you. Nikola Tesla. Yes, at some point he played with money because he may get some support, experiments. But he died almost a pauper. But in legacy, now they use today so. All man they talk about solar. These are products from the Tesla research. That's your legacy. There are people who have died in Sierra Leone, we then do certain things, we 30 day, that day. It's a legacy. And the first way they left. The second way they left now this outway pasture. They left the karma or hake of your actions. Your karma will live after you. Your hake. What I say hake, you know mean say that bad. It can be bad, it can be good. When the hake good, they left good things behind we picking them the benefit. Families then where they not get money, but because their parents and be work for Sierra Leone, they like today, society hold them in high esteem. They like today and picking them not they suffer because doors are never closed to them. Then a good hake, good time. People then they'll be get plenty money, and all the nasty things and dirty things, they like today, doors are closed to their children. Who now we believe religion. Religion talk and say the sins of the father or the sins of the parents shall visit generations. Maybe that sin is visiting us because some of we great grandparents be involved in slave trade. Sometimes at that cost they affect we so necessarily. Rather than we sit down and find way for atone for them inhumane actions than they. Rather than we sit down and come up with a national initiative for we make spiritual peace for the evils of the past, we sit down and create new problems. I always tell you, hey, we go curse as much as we want. We go blame as much as we want. We go complain as much as we want. For as long as we always preach negative energies, everything is going to be negative in itself. The human being has the power of the word. I make the one that we get sense, we understand how the world they operate, then be careful with what thing that they say. Because when you don't see them, if they come back and the effect of what you say, they come with you. This one are warmongering one a data. Let's cease now. Sierra Leone is bigger than all of you. I don't care whether I be head of state, belly of state, foot of state, chairman, benchman, stoolman. Sierra Leone is bigger than all of us. Now we understand that. That we learn for respect each other's right. Yes, everybody get right for win election. Everybody get right for doing for win election. But you not get right for creating mayhem or instigate mayhem for win election. If you are the incumbent, you have the best advantage for win the election. And how? Do what is right. Do what is right. Let it reflect on the lives of the people. That's why when I get for go talk to them. Now then they tell me, I say, when I sit on there, you want to know. But when they, the one they own our supporters, and then when they expose them to high risk. The one they own our supporters, then say they suffer. How do you expect to get this power? Then when they go add assault to injury. How the way no sign belong, whether not local and they in the good they try to explain about context. There is no context about saying what was said by Songa. And there is no context about saying what was said by Minkai. Both of them should come and tell the public that we are sorry. It's not an issue of you being APC or SLPP. It's an issue of instigation. And if we not sit down, this thing deteriorates. The evidence then they will take una to the courts then. Rwanda, that's where it starts. The genocide in Rwanda of April 1994 started since 1950s. I make when it be rich get for rich, the international community come, then use what in and get for use for put certain people under control. And 30 days after the talk, there are people still facing trial for that genocide. Maybe Sierra Leone, because we not drag everything under the rug, then after that, they make TRC, nobody not care for read them, nobody not care for implement the recommendations. Now I make una not believe say what will be happen at Sierra Leone part. It's very disheartening for a whole nation for the people they know they learn from their mistakes. It's very disheartening. And it's time we begin to call it and say it as it should. We've had enough of this from that class of people calling themselves politicians who lack ethical and moral currency to be what they claim to be. We have to change our psyche. We have to change our attitudes. We have to change all those things that we believe in. Because whatever we believe in Sierra Leone is not good for Sierra Leone. If they were good for Sierra Leone will not be a hellhole as it is today. I don't want to use bad word now, but what in Donald Trump we talk about Africa? Sierra Leone, I been the talk. The people of Sierra Leone themselves, therefore put aside this, they tell me business, I not go put too much today. Now we business, we for put too much today. You put your mouth where your money is. And every citizen of Sierra Leone's money is in Sierra Leone. That don't mean say we for go jump on a tree, take gun and cutlass the cause and fight each other now. That issue of civil disobedience and then counting them, some of we don't mix. You understand? We know and we believe say the stage of rot where we country don't reach will not for add any other level of rot because any form of civil conflict in Sierra Leone now is going to broke that nation forever and ever. Any form of conflict is going to broke Sierra Leone forever. The trauma where the last war built, and they eat away at with societies. This high rate of drug abuse in Sierra Leone is not only a result of the economic hardship, it's a product of the traumas of the last. When the people don't go through a lot of pain, then they know another thing come what they call Ebola, another anchor what they call COVID. Then they not see any respite. Then they go into high level of trauma. Then they reach what in psychologists then they call learned hopelessness. So they say, all right, go, what thing for being a let be, they are not care again. And when somebody reach that stage in life, he give up. The next thing they go into are substance abuse, drugs, alcohol, etc., etc. If una don't know that, some of we know that. So they tell una say, pipe down, be more responsible in your public statement, especially if you hold office. We either a public office or an office we connected with them to club the owner they call political party. When you talk in public, be responsible, be ethically guided. Don't go and talk as if it's your father that you inherited Sierra Leone from. Yes, you inherited it from your father, but there are other Sierra Leoneans who inherited Sierra Leone from their fathers. It's not a personal property, it's a general property, it's a public unlimited liability business. It belongs to everybody born in that country. Now therefore be guided. Now therefore be guided. Some of them public utterances here, if this thing go beyond this level, I tell you, I go no say the world is not a nice place. When I look around, go back, do research. There are people who had been more secured in power in the past. When crisis come, power left them, we see what happened to them. They became nobodies overnight. Everything was shut down. One thing I think the Sierra Leonean politicians get to learn is that in that game where they say that they pass, it's used and be used and abused. That's why they say in politics, here today, gone tomorrow. The game of politics is one in which you are used, misused, and abused, especially if you don't think. You can be in the good books going to visit Buckingham Palace, White House, or the office or residence of the Chinese head of state or the Russian head of state. The day where power changes, all that ends. All of it ends. So now therefore be guided. Now therefore learn or be more matured and ethical in what you want to say and do publicly. This is a word of admonition. I'm not here condemning anybody. I'm only saying those of you who made those statements should come publicly to retract them. Because Sierra Leone is not your personal property. Sierra Leone is the property of every Sierra Leonean. And another day, for they put the people then life at risk all the time. And therefore respect other people their rights. And therefore respect other people their existence. Going all over the place, creating trouble, killing people, selling them kush that will kill them. Hey, bo, when I think say now, when I get salon, when I left it, and get parable say, full man, if you make it get sense, you go broke cola na pocket a chama, you must see. And this one I want to do to the people. When the people get wise, it's going to be hard for some. If we not push the people that will get wise, it's going to be hell for some. We are all Sierra Leoneans. Let us behave like Sierra Leoneans. Let us respect each other. Let us stop using impunity. The world don't pass the stage of bullies. Now it's the stage of intellect. Physical bully. Even if you say because when I see them in other country now outside the world, when I left it, the world is changing. And from now to the next 5 years, it's a different world. It's a different world. We're going to make some of them very redundant. But we don't know what's in the car. If we don't know what's in the car, we will guide the group. In the next 5 years, everything that you know and believe in will be different. So like if we guided. Like if we guided. This impunity, they done at the last stage of it. The human race don't reach a level of awareness where impunity they can't done. It's a global change that is taking place. But we're not short-sighted. So now they understand what they want to do. The only thing they say, not create another crisis. When I say now they create crisis in Sierra Leone, well, Okuru dog self-effort, man. Now see now SLPP in power time. People now say now they create crisis in Sierra Leone. They Okuru dog, they all must have known what. Go see side the leopards in power time. Now let we calm down. Let we sit down and find a way for talk to ourselves. Let we calm down. Let we sit down and find a way for unite we country. Let we calm down. Let we sit down and find a way for create sustainable political economy in a place with so much tensions. There is a way. But this way we now want use, you not get for work. Now mayhem it will cause. And to God, if we not cause mayhem and we go cry outside for cry. Yes, we go cry. And some cry then when they cry, they go more now. They go more now. Let us work together. Let us look at how we are going to build a nation out of Sierra Leone. We are all blood relatives in that country. No matter whether you talk Timini or Limba or Mende or Loko, we are all blood relatives. It is sure to be, say we are all blood relatives. Look at the surnames in the country. It is across the linguistic lines. Look at the place names. It is across linguistic lines. And I try to learn that we know how we sit down next year in my country. You will feel say, now through politics you for make money, they don't stop you. But do them ethically. Don't go creating trouble. Today, I am going to be very short. If anybody want for call, for get time for discuss, please do so now. Because in the next 5 minutes, maybe, I'll be going off mic. If you want to make a call to make your own input, do so, feel free. And no matter what you want can talk, feel free. As long as you know they come for can instigate trouble. Because we know they allow trouble anymore in Sierra Leone, do so. And we all get Sierra Leone, not so feel free to get it. You just say, in Papa and Mama no who sleep, and Self no who sleep. If there are no calls coming in, then I think I will thank all those who are listening. For those who have not yet subscribed, we are gonna subscribe, gonna like the video, and gonna share. For those who have subscribed, gonna like the video and share.
WA Business Audio.
Yes, how are you, sir? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. I don't know if you're training you too, but I hear you tell bye bye and I'm
Yes,
I call.
I want go because I don't talk with you again for talk. The law no control like bachelor sunga. We go come by motor training, Bobo.
Last week, you talk, we have one call because you will talk about trade, what team we for do, this thing they will sell. And now our brother who will contribute. He talk about the business with them, they make like a McKinney, so that is what we grow up. So one of the largest industry within Harapolis, people let me talk about Gara because Gara ain't nobody's town at that time. But rice, like we didn't get a rice mill them. I don't know that them day, plenty rice mill and day, where people and they don't do the harvest and they cow the rest, then come mill them day for distributor around the country.
Yeah,
Number
I think
two,
I
then
be aware of that rice meat business, but not be no say na be a big business.
Yes, that a very,
Because I
very,
been dey
very.
go back Kenya, as I tell you. I been get relatives and then a banana street.
Way at the say rice mill and then the rice mill work 24 hours.
Okay.
You know, they stop. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rice mill. All that rice within the make that the entire that stretch. Now they in the counter for can make for the distributor. That's also another business. The other business back way been the granite.
Yes. Yes.
Granite.
Right.
Granite. It come to a point even some of us were disturbed because the level of pollution. Because all that granite can that granite wouldn't because they get machine themselves
Where
where
they
they peel the
peel the granite.
yes, where
I
they I
don't
mean
know
when
OIC be they make the machine and they.
no, they are not locally made.
Okay. But I think they
Locally
that be
made
part of the training where them be they get now OIC.
yeah, locally made machine them for pull the kanda from the
Mhm.
granite where after them done all that husk the kanda, then they burn them. Well that name because the pollution.
That
Where
granite
this
kanda, that
yes.
rice husk, now been danger for picking them.
Yes, not only the pollution.
The
That
gas
way I tell you.
underneath me, they make it the kitchen side, you don't know.
Yes, well, that's why that because people are not be aware now, so they're afraid for go side, then the roast, particularly outside the bone, the rest can that. Now you
Yes.
get that danger.
Yes.
Now you get that danger mostly, but the granite can now. The pollution, Mr. Jallo, that's why they tell you if you can in the evening, towards in the evening, where people will put fire. So they say no, it's outside they go. So smoke.
Well,
All sides don't.
we don't learn from those things. We don't. They should have learned and find a way for Bonham without, they produce that much smoke.
So that granite, the Indian take now back and distribute around the country, where some of our parents them be seriously involved in that
Then they
business.
export granite set from
Yes,
Sierra Leone at some point. I remember.
yes. So that like if they talk about waiting people and focus on where in a locally made, we can make them go before. If they for don't help the people the way they produce that granite rest to live for don't talk different thing. We not for make this thing we can talk say hey feed alone. No, we not go do am.
What? The life of
Because
Alman go sit down for some politician.
yes. Now the only
Now look
profitable
inside
something.
politics, don't care we go.
Yes, that one comes at the second time now. You know, you see, I've been always talking now. I always only talking now. As long as politics, no need for show say, uh, I do this, I do this. Look at American politics and even European politics. 4 years or 5 years now, a very long time. Where they follow you all time. Because the prime minister now Belgium, for instance. Every Tuesday or Thursday, then they count them in parliament, not only explaining his excellency. You can ask her any kind of question.
Yes. But if yeah, if you
Yes.
say this room. And we
So
now then get the social media platform where anybody
yeah.
they go ask any kind of question, they answer.
Yes, and na Belgium na complete na argument na palava. You dey see the prime minister not comfortable. The way possible the vex, the Allah, the raise his voice. Now the same way that they do na parliament. So it's not an easy task because if they think say every Thursday and every Tuesday and Thursday I get for go na parliament, it's not easy for you. But His Excellency just the worker travel anyone travel.
But the man
Nobody know they ask him.
what himself na Mr. Board.
Yeah, nobody know they ask him question. Nobody anything. You just okay because His Excellency. So now one of the things and the way we see people are comfortable in politics.
Look, you see what here they
Yes.
show you? This is the page
Yes.
of the Prime Minister.
I'll go see him later. For me,
You
I
can
IBM.
you can make any comments there.
Yeah, I see him
You
now.
can sign up. When you sign up, it will take you to a form where they personally ask them questions.
Yes, because now all that in the name makes it. the people holding a power, they perform who, they not perform who they want did it. When they did it, then they enjoy the resources, appoint this, make that office, make that office. So now in the reason why this thing tempo had the rise. I don't talk here several times. The APC Kiala and as much as they could, una can threaten as much as they could. If not change the law, then they take election time come. Now that time we're going to say state institution and for the government.
But that knew
Now
na
that time,
fact. That
no,
knew
no, because no, they don't know by now.
part of the mentality will get wrongly.
Yes, no, because then look what happened in Cameroon today. A man from Posse way busy for the past 15, 20 years, the function as a president again. He gets a few people where they benefit because they rule the country, then pay people away in a state institution them for protect that maybe not even 100 people that they enjoy. That's what's happening when now Africa would get a state institution there, would use them to fullest. So they be better go and threaten, oh, go do this. I tell them, man, I take them more than serious. Tell them talk with them, get for talk. Pass, then sit down, then relax. Say election term reach. Or 2027, where the man they go don't do all the groundwork. They go talk, say, look, can't talk about election. When I don't go for arguments, when I don't come up and tripartite, when I don't make some serious rules and they, 30 days when I follow the people, they don't let them go. Now then tell them, I say, we don't do 83, 84. When they ask them, the neighbor count which is 83 for 84%. We not just follow them. Me, I not even Mr. Jallo. I not talk about the government. The government and then we take their word them serious. Because why? Now they get the machinery. So if that person did talk, well, look 2023. I don't know if you still remember. Now the southeast almost have been no go area 2023.
Remember, not almost, not so it be.
No, make you just imagine the desperation we get for the 2028 where it more likely BC they will lose power if they allow for vote. Think about that scenario. So me APC they allow with the threats when they go and threaten. Let them talk. They say talk is cheap. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know they talk for APC, I know they talk for SLPP. What do you mean they talk now is these guys need to know that all of us are citizens of Sierra Leone. We get with moral and other interests in the country. If through the greed and voting they take the country to another war, some of you girls will go cry them.
Mr. Jallo, a lot of me, I try to make you focus the bullets, inside the bullets focus on.
No, the bullet is when they create one as Sierra Leone, then go not say Ukuru dog Sefe will kill leopard.
Yes, the thing why I want to know is, Mr. Jallo, from before 2023, I don't know if you will see when they talk about people the way they don't go give ammunition and the extra major fighters there. So
they
all
still
of this
have it. They still have those.
No, now I want to say. So if then people like they talk there, say then they call him marshal, then they call this, then they call Landy. You know they know say this not serious something, but say you do something right now before you come to that point. No, you see say you narrate go no say state institution. The people wouldn't they see like then they show one guy, he hold I don't know say and go video that guy it's in a rara Kenima area. Then video am with gun. He wears civilian uniform.
Abode.
Yes, sir.
Abode.
Yeah, there you go.
One thing I can attest to. After that stupid war, where they say they end in 2001, the disarmament we then do have been just film show.
No, because Mr. Jallo, people like you always talk in a senseless war, this,
Now,
that.
what I want to let you get,
Yes.
no proper disarmament not been take place necessarily.
No, I mean I want to say the other point. I know say the thing where they be doing a saloon, now just like some people don't begin money that same day because then that's what they do in a saloon. Then he say, can't count you gun, then give, I think I have $100 per gun.
I think so, becoming up in the
Yeah, yeah. I said, I think I have $100 per gun or less than $100 per gun. So the one the way choke, no them money, they cow they own them, they can't give them. But the one the way sabi that gun in value, they not be give them, you know.
gun and neighbor.
They not be give.
So now I
But
make
thing
some
was,
of who they talk say, let
yeah,
them not instigate another war, na say.
yeah. What I want to talk about the former war or the past war.
Mhm.
A lot of people them we always keep talk see oh na senseless. Mr. Jallo, anyhow it be. Where they non facts, then say we not been get uh institution the way they work. So now I make the Jankabine presidency was centered around institutions. Now I make
Do
if
you
we see
have
that time
them
they do
now?
well now that they come so the if you see that time the way police them they will function,
Mhm.
the way now it's man be as the head of police, police they were almost professional police at that time.
What in that point to you?
Or say anything where they give us they can't manage.
We
Now
not
for care and
sabi.
go behind. I
We
for care
not
and go behind.
sabi.
No, na the selfishness. Not the say we no sabi. Na the selfishness.
We not sabi.
Because you know they look at the bigger Mr. Jallo, they know.
Every human being selfish. Now I make every country they establish ethical standards. England gets ethical standards. Belgium gets. Norway gets. Not so more of the law. It's about the ethical standard. If you're in a public office, they don't tell you say you cannot go below this level for do this. If you do the office not they protect you. The Prime Minister of Norway during the COVID, they don't say now 20 people forget that. Unfortunately for one of increased spam will come, will make 21. Because of the ethical standard, she was forced to pay £2,000 as fine, and she came on the television to apologize to the country. That's
Yes,
not about
I know
law,
that.
it's about ethical standards,
I
which
know
we
that. I
don't
just
have
try
in
for.
Sierra.
What thing I just try for talk about we say we no sabi.
We're not sabi.
Mr. Jallo, wait now the Salon police then they go do peacekeeping around the world. They are doing very well.
Bafode, Bafode,
Yeah.
Bafode. What you not sabi, you not sabi. I like you go see other man do, you know they get qualified for.
No, me I will land at the shooters
Then
small because
nobody
why?
not blindfold you say,
Okay, look, okay,
I they
let's
come,
take
I want
another
to
example.
listen to
Mm,
this.
mhm.
Every human being between age 0 and age 15, now they form your character. What you don't know, what you don't believe, what you don't sabi, now they do unconsciously. The only way we go change them. Now, when you willingly say no, go la examine this thing what they do for a correct or a wrong. And if you realize say it's wrong, you say, okay, la change, then it will change. Can be the best. I can fed myself now the best environment. But all what I have been done learn from one small way, they be done install in me. We mind them like computer. In that best environment that I see. Look at Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora. What do you see? Now Sierra Leoneans living away from Sierra Leone. Now few they change.
Yes, that's true.
So for say we go for peacekeeping, we go for war
I,
keeping. Now how we think now so be. The
I dey
Sierra
give back another
Leonean
example.
get a broken mentality. Now this will get for
I dey give back
accept first.
I dey give back another example. Why make I dey tell you say they go to school, they learn, they trade,
But
they
that's
sabi
when
how
they
to do
don't
them
teach the other young nine still then at the head.
because they are selfish. They know they look at the bigger picture. That's it making they do the way they do them. Like you another example.
Mhm,
Where we at a samba, we been doing a salon, we dey give all them kind of bad judgment there.
mhm.
Political judgment. Not say they are the Hague so. It go do nonsense there. It did the Hague.
Well,
That
let's
same
do
judge will be the
nonsense. They go no see
no,
ethical standards
no,
too.
it's not possible. You need one day. That means that
Because
there's a big
ethical
job.
standards no they allow that. Afode.
Yeah, of course, I agree with you. I just want to tell you, so why I decide for tell you, say, they know the job. They know what they should do. But now because they did a country where we say, they don't look at the bigger picture. They always look at that small cocoon, that small space. Then they look for that interest.
Because
Now,
the
everything they do.
society of itself lack that thing that should make people see the bigger picture, Pafudi.
Yeah, so that the thing I know what they try for saying.
Yeah,
Not
you
to
go
say,
to talk so. If we go Sierra Leone, we live the 1 year to 2 year, we'll be sucked into that mess unconsciously.
I could tell you, say, Mr. Jallo, from where I grew up, I know see I know good at I know good at that way. I know it wrong.
What?
Because
Then your mentality
it.
is correct.
I always tell people when they talk say, oh, if they put that black man tomorrow, now the same of you do. I tell you and say, me, if they put me there, I know it wrong.
Yes, because
Like
you get that ethical composure for no say, I should
your
not
example.
do this. Not so?
Yes. Well, like your example. We have been being Secretary General in Belgium.
Mm-hmm.
So, like we say, we get organization, we don't make them, we don't make the better people them, we don't need contribute to burying them. So now we can pass a law, say, anybody when they contribute monthly, if he die or get buried, we don't put money for cover, unless the people that contribute.
Yeah, would I feel for contribute?
Yes. So, unfortunately, for one of we former player, now he can die. So, when he can die, so because he get influenced by woman them, a lot of people that the city. So they come meet me say, so the law pull the money for no go bear am. Later then go. I said, no, that money they pull am come there. No. All man look at me say,
enemies for that.
yeah, and I didn't have one tell you now. All man look at me and say, Sam, little body they don't. You talk say pass the, I said no. This is an example for set so that made them know say we are not wasting our time, not we know what the cast don't like, then I then get thing for do. Let anybody they don't do, let them they struggle for get that money. Because nothing for better 3,000 so 100 they ask we for better. Make them struggle for that 3,000 or 100. And all man see them. Where all man is and all man the land lesson.
Yeah.
Then they are the other guy will die so. Now the same way. Now the money not completed. The money not completed. Because we don't set that example, let's see. Nobody from that time, nobody no go ever pull money from that kufa for go give from burying. What do you do? Me, I only
what you they talk so now make them go before. They're not a bypass standards for nobody.
no, no make exemption because now you man or now you close person now him do am. So let you guy pass, no. I know you do am. Because I believe say the change for start with you.
Exactly.
That's what we believe.
Exactly.
If we believe for start with you.
So if I want change Sierra Leone, I mean first for begin change.
Like another example. For me, the children they make them then the kids in a saloon. Now want me late sister the king. They can't tell me say, uncle, I'm not getting past them, but I can go to college. I pay this money, I go to college. That's the man, I need pay that money. Now see what happened. Now say, oh my, you know pass. Now me go make for them go struggle in university.
You know the help.
Not to help. No, I'm not helping you. No go there.
Help him by paying for him to go there.
So now I say like he writes me now statement them. He write and they say, okay, look at the English you want to go to university. It's not created right. How they go this kind? He look at me, the bobo look at me, he says to me, say, Uncle, I get the chance for going university. They know say they do me. I said, no, you're not going there. If not for me, you're not going there. I don't give that money there. So I just have to tell you, say, I will give plenty example. What I want to go college, like you have another example. This is not the age of a young age. So go for birth certificate, and so for good birth certificate. Yes, so now I'm gonna host because mama, all the doctor paper the way it gets, they keep the inside box.
Okay.
So I go look inside that box, they're not finding the birth certificate. So now we're going to now town council when they go city council now.
Mhm.
So we'll go there, we'll go meet the man. Now any man say, he dey charge me that money till we done 20, we don't get birth certificate them, we'll pay that money.
Go that tell us say na for pay money for it.
Yeah, no, now the man will sit on the hey, Mr. Jello, that will
Go
catch
that
down there.
tell us say for pay for that certificate.
Now so then they take money now. Now so they take money. Because you need birth certificate, you can't begin to talk. Now I would say, brother, we are not going to give you a cent extra for this. This is the responsibility of the states for making them give you birth certificate. And we not give money. We tell the man, say, this job, where you do so. First of all, you are not qualified for do this job because now you make you think that way. Because if you're not a qualified person, some people in the kind of wouldn't need a document, if you don't give them, we do not get. I do that Monday, Later now, when the man knows he say, we mean I'm say, we dey go report him, which I will get for report him. Then count the batter, the 5,000 loan, I say, where he say, no, he say, no, again. But if not that person ain't go this so, Mr. Jallo, as can say, can't pay this, you go begin to negotiate with and say, a lot of things at the gate, later, me even I go container as a loan. They say that bribe, I know them.
Talk this now.
Yes, sir.
Now they attest to, so now they confirm to. You see, standards are not things that you learn. They are things that you grow into. What do I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You dey behave this way because the background where you come up from, you grow from a background inside and teach you say, always stay on the side of doing what is right. Don't encourage what is wrong. Don't you so?
Yes, yes.
They not put you down and tell you that to go. You see them in the environment where you grow up. You meet you people them by that way of life. A lot of people, they do things wrongly because they meet them. And then kind
Yes,
people,
yes.
they for change them. If you curse them, they change. You fet them, they change. The only way you go
You
get
know,
them for change, now for give them examples and illustrations for convince and say, this is not right, this is right. And
so,
even
Mr.
that
Jallo,
day, if I be willing
yeah,
for listen to you.
yes. This thing what we can talk say Salomon this, Salomon dandy. First of all, it back by ethical standard, as you always they say. But I believe say now because we are bent on doing the wrong things.
Because most of us grew up in a home where the wrong things are done. For the
Now true you
pick
talk
you
to.
born now, see meeting papa, they go up, it can house with boku money, say this na more coffee. If you say that picking they go understand say more coffee na bad thing. Face the fact.
Jallo, I know I will tell you something but on the background, I will tell you and the last tell you one of the biggest things the back way me see for my life, where I talk the people in shock why I talk. There are a lot of things them way me. I just stand up say, if they say pay bribe, you pay them. You know, part of the problem. The first container, the first container I go with na salon. So now you don't talk all the things they wouldn't know say will you pay. I don't write them down. I believe you. So later now they begin to say, okay, money, give money, this money. My friend now what would they do things? They know say I know they pay. You know say I not get for pay. What he tell me now he say, low drive this man come on here. This man is the evil this now. Imagine oh. Because I don't begin to ask questions and now say, oh, they pay this, they pay that. That my own pay this no. Not to the same man, not to the same payment they ask for now. And they say, oh man, they were not to book money they ask for. Now for just do the small payment they have for let you continue come on. No, I said let the continue not come out. Then tell me say I pay this, I pay this, I pay this. If I pay, I'm the continue to come out. When I because when they pay this, when they pay dandy, when I pay dandy, when I not ask questions, then I make people continue for the ask una that they say they survive. To me, I believe me from more small. Where the also I grow up, Mr. Gallo, if me they know they beat me because anything what I do, I the answer. Because we to we when you do something, you come out plain, even when they can put soup, where because you go finger soup. I don't even for let they ask me. Oh. Now me they go talk and I say I don't go finger that soup. Yes. Because that time they don't beat him, but if they can ask you, say, now you go finger that soup, now problem for you, then they beat you. So one of the things the way we for land for the do. Look, I don't give you example like me at a samba. This name within a saloon, then they give them judgment and they way democratic, see it's not correct. Again.
Well, let
Now
you
they Holland.
outside this one now.
Now they Holland. They do a perfect job there.
Let you
Because
do outside this one now. Let's see what thing will be the end.
No, I just want to say, the job. It know the job of a lawyer. Look like who Chief Justice, what they go say, he forgo pull MP in a parliament. The same day, he swore in other MP.
Where is he now?
And then you lie, talk, say, oh, if it don't happen. Nah, yeah, what if it don't happen? Nah, because salon, they don't send us ambassador. Even though get salon man in an island, but he has ambassador.
The man and go
Anyway.
put outside for the do money laundering.
Anyway, I just let me say this small thing for this.
Somebody else they call me this knowledge self can't talk small.
Okay, so later.
Okay, sir. So on Wednesday. Yes, sir.
Yes, hello. Thank you very much.
Somebody been there on this way call. Okay.
Yeah, you need to follow the conversation and always conclude here that politicians don't really tell you for we are talking.
Well, we say not sorry for we say because now we make them get all them power, how wouldn't they misuse?
Now, what they are doing now the politics don't come by threat. Mr. Jallo, that's the latest. They don't come by threat. We are going to use, we use the soldier man them, we use the policeman them. For law, we maintain power 2028. While the other they say, if they try again, if they won the election again, they can't be wrong at 2023, we go make this country ungovernable.
Well, what me they say?
Yes, sir.
We they wait let them know how we go be referee. I will be referee. All man they lost that game day. That game with it none of the week. Who that get for go jail, he go jail.
Instead of people putting
enough of this nonsense. Sorry, sir.
Yes, sir. Instead of people in governance putting policies for let the country go before, then the opposition look at those policies and decide they make the input. Now, not 30 now for win election.
I think that I'll begin to receive some weekly supply from Lideckers.
Yeah.
And I can make that and let it be protein and they talk.
But what is up at the end of the day, not the matter? Because they say where elephant is person, what they talk about that.
Well, now make me say,
yes, sir.
Okuru dog self can kill leopards.
Kill leopards.
If them feel say they're not leopards, let them know say Okuru dog them Oku and someday na the diaspora.
Yeah, sure.
So let all man behave himself.
We are making in a state of a kind of state where people see politics or do or die.
But they tell us say the people are not get nothing with them sabi. Like me they talk so I don't get nothing for do with political office. I don't need them. I don't need them.
Don't come by here to. No, for me, no one else we the try. We use the people them.
All right, let them try, bro. Let them try. We go reach you side and go say God not your constable. God not general.
So what if they talk to in this country, they tell us where. They tell like it costs. But I but things are going from bad to worse. Why not? Why?
Well, it go change. It go change, as Aki always say. But you forget people level for ready for stand up and say, no, bro, this not right. All them here they happen because when them guys here can go and talk what in they want talk, then do what in they want do. The one they for tell them say, Paddy, this not right. Then they keep quiet. They are not to me business. So you business. Where dirty water in a country you drink, I get cholera. Now you business.
Yeah, sure.
Where the air polluted, you the breathe, and now you business. Because all them here now they lead to them deteriorating condition then they. So it has to be everybody's business.
So we get for step up. We the masses now get for step up. But here you see in certain situation when they joke put them so we get for step up for make the
Well, until they don't begin kill you now, kush. If you now not step up, you now all go there die one by one.
step up. Either because when they cough, we say we back up. This the thing. But
They
if
don't
start-
gaslight you now for belief say. Now them for determine, now them for say, now them
Yes,
for think, now them for provide money and the resources.
sure.
Now that you now get for understand say, without them, unable live on our lives.
Indeed.
That's why I keep emphasizing that we for go back to with local cultural resources and begin develop them into goods and services where people
Yes.
then go earn income from. If people begin to earn income independent of political influence, that could put the situation under control and politicians will stop doing as they like in the country.
Indeed.
It's not an overnight thing because all what they see they happen as Sierra Leone so now, it started developing before independence.
Yes, sir.
If we think so, they go solve and tomorrow morning, then we are not being realistic.
Yeah.
But the fact is, when they do these things, we come and tell them what needs to be told. Then go no say people and they think straight.
Yeah. And people they always see you and say we get people.
Yes. Yes.
Sure. And not all people, like when they talk about, not just sacrifice, Mr. Jallo. And that's what they are doing. It just sounds like a group, even a social club, some man they for it. But you get more, you must get few people waiting for sacrifice for make the club go before. Okay.
If you not get there, now they go before.
So we are not looking at the majority. Yes, the majority can because yes, the minority can do something there.
We go do what you able. We go do what you able.
Indeed.
Step by step. We then shake, we say shake. We then sit down, we sit down. Piki we saying papa and mama not they sleeping, she not they sleep.
It's not good.
Okay, Paddy. we go talk. We go talk on Wednesday, huh? Right. Thank you for calling. Yes, fumble them. Fumble them. I think we don't come to the end of today's program. And we go sit down, we go continue for talk to the one that we think say politics is all about do or die. If you not like some of you now get professions them. Way after politics, you not able go there and do na work. You not damage yourself, bro. You not damage yourself. Politics now is service. Do what you have to do. When it's time, get out. Go and do something else with your life. For the one that we come today, una thank you. My friend the Viking, tax from Adukoma, Hora Pomek. Other people them, I thank you. We go meet up on Wednesday. And do ya, wanna share this video, let it go wide, let people then listen to them. Wanna like the video, Let it go high in the algorithms so that it will come up, let people listen to them. Some of what you would say now are not of personal interest. We are saying it for Sierra Leone and for the posterity of the country. If I want to be selfish, I'll sit in Norway, shut up, they laugh at me, because now they go wrong in Sierra Leone. But I'm not selfish. I'm aware that the place I call my motherland and my fatherland is not in good stead. That's why I'm here talking. I'm not talking to go and be president of Sierra Leone or to go and be minister, no. Far from it. Matenki, we will meet on Wednesday.
We pledge love and loyalty to be country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. At this sweet land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they buy. We they are, we just a try. This day I don't come up and dry eye. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they buy. We they are, we just a try. But this day I don't come up and dry eye. We pledge we love and loyalty to be country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We salute.
For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. I guess a carpets, no man keraka. Come on, Konica, come on, Keraka. Chamucham, Mama Monica. Kaipom, Yaman Konica. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. And they go and they beg. Shep. The people that they gen. Then Hagawa Shem. They make me the chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Forgive them best scripture. They make me the chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Don't forgive them best scripture.
We pledge love and loyalty to the country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute.
We salute. I say no place like home. I like it, I can talk them, I like it, I can fight them.
What happens when truth becomes a tool, not a right? In Sierra Leone, confusion isn't just chaos. It's strategy. When leaders deny what you live, gaslight your reality, and rewrite the past, who really holds the power? Tonight on Truth Unmasked, we expose the tactics, we name the games, we decode the lies. Don't just believe what they tell you.